What's up? Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Got my shiny object here. Hope you staying focused. In 2020, you're not catching shiny object syndrome, right? Want to definitely stay focused. But today we're going to talk about website versus sales funnels. That's what we're going to talk about. I actually got a request to talk about this particular topic, so I decided that today is the day. I'm going to talk about website versus sales funnels. And if you're just hopping on to this live stream, or you're hopping on and you see I got this shiny, bright object here. I got this shiny object here because I want to remind you that you do not want to catch what we call shiny object syndrome in 2020. I hope you still focus on your goals, the things that you set out for in this 2020 year. Because as long as you stay focused, you'll be shining like this object instead of catching shiny object syndrome. I'm going to put this back over here. There we go. So yeah, because we have people hop on. If you could drop a comment, let me know you're chiming in. Today we're going to talk about websites versus sales funnels. Websites versus sales funnels. One of my favorite topics. Like I say, someone actually requested for me to speak on this topic. So I said, I'm going to speak on it today. Why not? It's Friday. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to have a little fun. So I know we getting this live stream shared around in some Facebook groups. Get some people on so they can hear this valuable information today. Valuable information on this great Friday as we're ready to go into the weekend. Yes. Websites versus sales funnels. Websites versus sales funnels. It's an interesting topic. Get a lot of questions asked about this all the time too. Get a lot of questions asked about, should I have a website? Should I have a sales funnel? What's the difference? Is a website even worth it? Is a sales funnel even worth it? Should I have one? Should I have the other? Should I have both? Get these questions all the time. So today we're going to talk about it. Gerald Bass with the rise of 1% is going to show you his perspective based off experience. Been doing this for some years now, of how you want to look at websites and sales funnels. You can make a decision which one will be best for you. So if you're hopping onto this live stream, drop a comment below, let us know you chimed in. Also, feel free to share this live stream around with anyone else you feel that could benefit from this information. Feel free to tag them into the live stream, or feel free just to share it with them. Because this is going to be some great information that I'm going to share today. Great information.
All righty.
Okay. Share.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Shauna. Hey, Kanika. Joanne.
Welcome.
Alonzo.
To you ladies. Welcome to my fellas. Welcome, Alonzo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So with that said, I'm gonna dive into talking about websites versus sales funnel. Happy Friday to you. I hope you've had a great week. Hope you've had a prosperous week. Hope you've had a productive week. Hope you've had an exciting week. Hope you've had a week of joy, happiness, fulfillment, accomplishing your goals. If you're still working on accomplishing your goals, keep going. And today, I'm going to talk about websites versus sales funnels, as this was requested by one of our Rise of the 1% partners, also one of our clients as well with the Rise of the 1%. And the topic is websites versus sales funnels, okay? And if this is your first time hopping onto this live stream, my name is Gerald Bass. I'm actually the creator and founder of the Rise of the 1% media agency and the Rise of the 1% as a whole. Okay, so I definitely want to welcome you to this live stream. And first we're going to start off by talking about a website. Okay, because some people, like I say, ask questions about this all the time, like, should I have a website? Should I have a sales funnel? What's the difference between the two? Should I have one? Should I have the other? Should I have both? So we're going to talk about that today. So first off, let's talk about a website. Because for one, I see a lot of people websites on a day-to-day basis. And first off, a lot of business owners, their website typically is not really set up all the way to get the most out of it. So let's talk about, first of all, how a website should even be set up. First off, when a person actually lands on your website, the first thing you should have is what we call a welcome statement. Okay, this is a station that people are always tuned into. It's WIIFM. What's in it for me? Okay, so as soon as somebody lands on your site, that's the first thing they should see. Who do you serve and how do you serve them? That's the first thing they should see on the website. Now, where a lot of business owners go wrong is they will have everything about their business on one page. What you want to do is you want to have tabs on your website and separate the pages up under each tab. So, what you'll want to have is a tab at the top of your website that is around about me or about us, the company. So if you're personally branding yourself, then you'll want about me. If you're personally branding a company, then you'll want about us or about the company. Okay? Just a brief bio on yourself or some type of summary about your company. Okay? That's what you'll want under one of the tabs. The other tab, typically websites that are actually set up right, will have a blogging section. Okay, so when it comes to blogging, this is the session where you can actually write up what we call blog posts, basically educating your particular market around different topics, different questions that they may have in the form of a blog. Okay, and a lot of people now are doing blogs as well, so they have a write-up and then they may even have a video in there as well, okay, in terms of what they covered in the blog. So you'll want to have a blogging session. This also helps with what we call SEO, search engine optimization, being that your blog is set up the right way, you do the right keyword research and all that type of stuff in terms of how you position those keywords throughout your blog. That can assist you with ranking in the search engines like Google. Okay, so when people are going over to Google and they are looking for information around specific topics that you blogged on, being that you optimize, your blog the right way, put the right keywords in there and stuff like that, your blog can potentially pop up, and that's traffic over to your blog post or your blog and over to your website. Okay, so that's why a lot of business owners that actually set up their website right, they have a blogging session. Typically the next session, which will be another tab, and like I say, these is as separate tabs on the website. They shouldn't be all on one page. That's why I see a lot of business owners mess up. So the next tab is products and services. Okay, so what are your products? What are your services? Now, if you have lower ticket type of products and services, you may have the prices on your website. But if you have higher ticket products and services, when I'm talking about products and services that cost thousands of dollars, then typically you won't have the prices on the site. You'll have for them to schedule a call with you, speak to you over the phone, or a sales representative with your company, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But you want to have a session for products and services, and then the next session will be for testimonials, reviews, success stories, depending upon what type of business you have. Okay, you'll have a section and a tab for that. Now, I'm going to tell you this. In today's time, and we've been working on more of this with our website and even many of our clients' website, in today's time, what do you think people are more inclined to trust when it comes to the internet, when there's so much stuff going on online today? You think they're more inclined to trust someone that just has a write-up of a testimonial and somebody's name, or just an image and a write-up in somebody's name, or a video and somebody's name and what they're talking about in the video? Okay? Which one do you think? Drop a comment below. Which one do you think? Do you think people are more inclined to trust just a write-up somebody gave, or that you're saying somebody gave with their name, or just the image of somebody and a write-up in their name, or a video with someone sharing their experience with your particular product or service? Okay? I'll tell you this. The answer is video. Video. Video builds up way more know, like, and trust faster and rapport faster. So when it comes to your testimonials, I would recommend videos in today's time over just a write-up with somebody's name, or an image with a write-up with somebody's name. I would prefer a video. Okay? Now, this is an optional tab depending on the type of business you have. Okay, so we have consultation tab. Okay, so in some businesses out there, like our business, we do consulting and we run an agency and stuff like that. We have coaching programs, etc. Where you have people fill out an application or some type of survey of questions that pre-qualify them as you're a serious client of your particular business. Okay, like I said, this depends on the type of business you have. So every site won't have it. All right, every site will not have a consultation. It depends on the type of business you have, but some do. Okay? Some have the consultation tab. And then, once again, if you are in the space of, let's say, consultant, or you're a speaker, or you're a trainer, you have information products, or whatever the case may be, you may even have a speaker tab too. Okay, what I mean by that is people can book you to speak. Okay, you may have a separate tab for that. So like I said, it depends on the business you have. Okay, and then usually the last tab is contact. Okay, how can they contact you? Okay, if you get value out of this so far, drop some ones. If you get value out of this so far, drop some ones. And I want to tell you all this. Like I said, all of this needs to be separate tabs, not on one page of your site. This is where a lot of people mess up. They have it all on one page. I see it all the time. And people come over to your site, they're confused because there's so much stuff going on. And what do confused people do? They do absolutely nothing, right? So with that being said, you want to make sure, okay, that you actually separate these in different tabs, different pages on the site. Okay? So that's that. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is sales funnels. Now this is literally my favorite topic. Okay? Because this live stream is about websites versus sales funnels, right? Now, the issue I have with just having your traditional website, and by the way, we have both. Okay, we actually have 3 websites for our company online, and we have different sales funnels as well. Okay, so we have both. But I want to share this with you. When I first came online, I generated hundreds of leads within months of being on the internet. Literally, within my first 30 days of having a sales funnel, I closed my first $1,000 day online. Then I went on to close many other $1,000 days and $5,000 days, and the rest is history, right? The multiple six figures we've made online in 3 years, okay? And I say that from a very humble space. You can do the same thing if you take what I'm sharing with you right here very seriously. You can do the same exact thing. I don't care what nobody tell you. Because I had no experience with any of this type of stuff prior to 2014. No experience at all. Okay? My first sales funnel took me like, I would say at least over a week to create. And it was like a 2-page sales funnel. And if you don't know what a 2-page sales funnel is, I'm going to share with you in a second. Okay? A 2-page sales funnel is very simple. And it took me literally a whole week to create. Okay? When I first started this. So I'm going to let you know right now, you can learn this, you can do this, or if you don't want to take the time to learn and do it, you can outsource and have an agency do it for you. Okay? But at least you have an understanding of it, even if you outsource it. Okay? I know people who have like 9th grade educations who have learned about all this stuff and making millions now off of it. So believe me, no matter where you are, you can learn this and you can get this. Now, the reason I share that I generated hundreds of leads when I first started to build my business seriously online and made my first, like I said, $1,000 a day in the first 30 days. Then went on to make several other $1,000 days, $5,000 days, multiple six figures, etc. Is because I was generating leads and making sales online before I even had a website. All I had was a funnel. Now, what I want to share with you is the difference between a funnel. There's a lot of difference between a funnel and a website, but one of the main differences is that a funnel is designed to generate you leads, customers, and clients for your business. That's what it's designed to do, practically through automation. A website, a lot of times, the way that a lot of people have their website set up is not set up to generate leads and convert those leads over to customers and clients. They typically have nowhere on the site to be able to capture people's data that visit the site or follow up with the people that visit the site that leave. They typically don't have that on the website. Most people's websites. And I see some people's websites where they just have sign up for our newsletter. And I'm like, what is a newsletter? Right? What is that? What's the value in that? Okay? So that's why funnels are very critical if you're looking to ramp up lead generation, your customers and clients, and even automate your business. Okay? Do we have any questions so far? All right? Do we have any comments, questions, anything? I don't like to just get up here and just go on and on and on. If anybody has anything they want to ask. Okay?
So Robert, he said we are in the process of updating my website, and I think I would add a video blog tab.
Okay. Awesome stuff. Absolutely. That would be huge. Yeah, the blogging session.
One more question from a guy. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Mustafa.
Okay.
Forgive me. He said, does design matters when speaking about funnel building? Does the design matters?
Does the design matter?
Right, when you're building out funnels.
It's not a big core factor, but of course, whatever your design is, if you're going to go into a lot of design when it comes to the funnel, if you're going to go into that, then it needs to just be congruent with whatever your particular business is about, your offer is about, the product or service that you're offering. Right? It needs to be correlated with that. So yes, it does matter, but I'm going to share this with you. Because I actually shared this with some of our coaching clients last night on the call. I actually shared with them one of our clients' funnels right now, where she generated like well over 1,000 leads through this funnel in like 1 month. When she, and I can tell you this here, is her landing page is just plain. Right? It has no type of design to it or anything. All it has on there is the wording around what her offer is in terms of what they're going to get by opting in. Okay? And she's generated tons of leads within a very short period of time. I'm talking about now in the thousands, right? She has tons of calls that she's booked on her calendar, and she's literally tens of thousands of dollars in sales. right? Selling a high-ticket information product and coaching program. So with that being said, design matters if you're going to go into design for the funnel, but you don't have to overdo it in terms of design. That should really be the main focus. The main focus needs to be your offer. That's the main focus. Okay. So let's talk about the different funnels. You have your VSL funnel. Now you have more than these type of funnels that I have up here. I'm sharing with you the funnels that we've used the most. You have a lot of different sales funnels out there, okay? So I don't want you to say, Gerald, for anyone that might be on here saying, Gerald leaving lots of funnels if you're familiar with funnels, because I'm sharing with you the funnels that we've used and our clients have used, okay? The most, okay? That's what I'm sharing with you. So the first is a video sales and other funnel. Typically, with a video sales and other funnel, you're going to have a landing page on the top of the funnel, okay? A landing page is designed to generate leads. That's what it's designed to do. You typically have some type of offer, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a free plus shipping offer, whether it's a discount on a product or service, whether it's a VSL, right? I'm talking about in terms of a landing page, okay? Whether it's a webinar, right? An article, a report, okay? A cheat sheet, a survey, whatever the case may be. You create some type of offer, but in this example, we're talking about a video sales letter. Okay, so a video sales letter is basically a value video. It's a piece of content that you can offer to your audience that hits on their pains, problems, and frustrations, talks a little bit about the solution, shows some testimonials and proof of concept around your product or service working, and if they want assistance, at the end of that video, you tell them they can fill out a short survey of questions, okay, that actually pre-qualify them as someone serious about working with you, all right? And they can schedule a call. Or some VSL, now that VSL funnel is if you have some high ticket. Okay? Something high ticket, or just a funnel if you want to really pre-qualify your calls prior to talking to people. Okay? If you even have a business where you need to talk to people to make the sale, but you want to pre-qualify them prior to speaking with them, that's the way you would go. Okay, from landing page to video sales letter page. After they watch the VSL, they book a call, they fill out a survey, okay, and then they land on a success page, which is a confirmation page. Now you have some video sales letters where you have something lower ticket where you may not be hopping on the phone with people. And they will opt into the landing page for that particular value video, for that particular product that you created. They'll watch the video, and then after they watch the video, it'll be a call to action for them to purchase the product. After they purchase the product, then you may position some type of upsell. They take the upsell, they'll land on the success page, the confirmation page, or you may position if they don't purchase the upsell, they go to a downsell. They purchase the downsell, they go to the success page or the confirmation page. Or they may not purchase the upsell or the downsell, and they just go to the success page or the confirmation page. Okay, so that's how a VSL, video sales letter funnel, is set up. Okay, we've generated literally hundreds of thousands of dollars through VSL funnels. Okay, for us and even our clients. Right, so this is a very powerful funnel. Okay. Now you can see the difference between that VSL funnel and just people landing on a website. Website to me is a lot around brand awareness. Like I said, I got a website once I was making money on the internet. I got a website like later on. I started off with a funnel. Okay. Now you have your physical product funnel. Okay, you have your physical product funnel. Down here, okay? I don't know if you necessarily can see that right or not, but it's a physical product funnel. So you have a physical product in e-commerce or something like that, okay? And this is pretty much a basic e-commerce funnel. Because you have some funnels that can be a little bit more strenuous than this, that's on this whiteboard, but we just give you the basic format of an e-commerce funnel, okay? Then we have ran ads, driven traffic, generated customers through e-commerce funnels. So with that being said, the first thing you want, same thing, landing page. Okay, we have an e-commerce client right now. We're about to launch ads for over this next week. She has a natural hand soap business. Okay, and pretty much on her landing page, she's giving a discount on some of her bars of soap. Okay, so that's what you can do over here on your landing page for a physical product. You give a discount in exchange for what? Their name and email. By the way, we'll jump back up here on this landing page. It's the same thing on the landing page. Up here on the PSL. It's the same thing. When you're giving away that value video, you're giving away the value video in exchange for their name and email. Okay? Their name and email. The reason why you want their name and email is because everyone is not going to schedule a call on the first exposure of your value video or purchase your product on the first exposure of your value video. So now you have email follow-up processes in place. Automated email follow-up processes in place when emails consistently go out to those leads, educating them more on your particular business, your product, service, etc., and redirecting them back over to take action, whether that's scheduling a call, filling out a survey, or purchasing your product. Okay, so it's the same thing down here with the physical product. You coming up with a discount on a product or service in exchange for them giving you their name and email. You always want to be building an email list. If you do not have an email list on the internet, you do not have a business. Okay, because you don't own any social media platforms. Okay, unless your name is Zuckerberg and some of these other people out here, right? So you don't own any of the platforms. So your network can go away at any time if you don't own any of the platforms. That's why you want to have a list. Email list. Okay? So, you get their name and email here in the physical product funnel. And then, once they opt in to take you up on that coupon code or that discount on that product or service, now they're going to go over to the initial purchase page. Okay? To actually purchase your product. Now, that initial purchase page, typically that's where they're going to put in all their information. Okay? The shipping information, all the information. Billing information, card information, all that, right? You may even have some testimonials on that particular page, some reviews of your particular product on this page. Okay? Now they purchase. Once they purchase, you can have them redirected to what we call a upsell page, a one-time offer. I know you all probably have seen this before. A one-time offer. So that's what we're doing with our client that we're working with right now. Once they make the initial purchase for those bars of soap for a discount, they're automatically directed over to another page for a one-time offer for additional bars of soap plus free shipping. Okay, on this upsell page. Right? Now, if they purchase the upsell, they're done. They can go to the confirmation page. And you still have them on your email list. So guess what? Now, at times, you can still send emails out to those people that purchase your initial product and your upsell. You can send emails out to them, selling them your products over and over again or selling them on other products. They're in your database. Now you turn them into repeat buyers. Okay? Or if they don't purchase the upsell in your sales funnel, you give them a downsell, which is we position in her funnel as well. Something lesser value for a lower price. They purchase that, go to the confirmation page. Now they go into your email autoresponder. You can have email marketing campaigns going out to them, still selling them on this upsell. It's that simple. This is the physical product funnel. Last funnel I'm going to talk about. Any questions, by the way? Any questions?
So the
Anybody
guy,
getting value? If you get value, type ones. I need to see love. I need to see love. I need to see hearts. I'm pouring my heart into you. I'm sharing with you all some of my biggest secrets because guess what? I want to help a lot of people get into the 1%. I want to help a lot of people dominate. If you don't understand, say you don't understand. I'll break it down for you. I have a little time before my strategy session call at 1 o'clock with the potential client for our company. Right? So if you don't understand, say, hey, Gerald, I don't understand, man. Can you go over that? I got you. Right? I want to see people win. I'm not one of these uppity guys online who've been successful who act like they can't answer your questions and help you. Right? So feel free to answer your questions while you got my time. Ask your questions while you got my time, right? Absolutely.
So the guy Robert said, he said that he has a DJ business. He needs a funnel, some weddings and corporate events.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we definitely can put a funnel together for that. Shoot me a PM. Shoot me a PM, Robert, a private message on Facebook. Shoot me a PM, and let's set up a call to discuss it. Let's set up a call to discuss it. That way I can find out more about your business and what you're looking to accomplish. That way we can put a blueprint together on how that sales funnel will look. Okay, because I have to find out a little bit more about your business. I know you say DJ and you want to get booked for weddings and stuff, which is I've had some DJs reach out to me in the past about that. Okay, so we have to sit down and position a framework for that particular business. So like, just message me. I also have a link for you all that's on here as well, up in the description, GeraldBass.com/getmoresales. And there's actually a free case study and free training up there where we're talking about growing your social presence. You know, we're talking about generating 15 to 30 qualified leads a day. You know, online that convert over to paying customers and clients through automation. There's a training up there in the description. Okay, so you can also click on that if you want to look a little bit more into what we're doing. We take you a little bit more behind the scenes, show you how the landing pages look, show you some of the ads that we've ran for different clients, you know, the results, all that type of stuff is at that link up top in the description. Just click on the link, put your name and email in the form, and then after you watch the video, if you see this is something serious you want to do, then you can fill out the survey and schedule a call. Okay, and then we can have a discussion. Or you can just private message me, and we can set up a call. All right, so the last funnel we'll talk about very quickly. And yes, you can create a funnel literally for during any business. Okay, so Robert with his DJ business is looking to attract more people that's looking to do weddings and stuff like that. You can create a funnel for that. Okay, we'll have to come up with some type of valuable offer for that particular audience of people having weddings, right? What is valuable to them? What is something valuable that we can offer to that particular market in exchange for them coming into your world, Robert, giving you that information and us taking them through a process that leads them over to becoming a client of yours. Okay, so we can talk about that on the phone and come up with a framework. Webinar funnel. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna cover. Webinar funnel. Gotcha. So this is one of my favorite funnels as well, because webinars as well have done very well for our business. Some of our clients have used webinars and done very well, because webinars, it depends on the type of business you have, right? Everybody's not doing webinars. If you have like an information product business, if you have affiliate marketing business, network marketing business, a consulting business, coaching business, even if you're a service provider, it depends on the type of service provider you are. Webinars are huge because it gives you an opportunity to actually show people that you're knowledgeable and credible with what you do in a very short period of time, right? A group of people versus having to expose people one by one. And it gives you an opportunity to build up that trust because you can show proof that what you're doing works, or show reviews or success stories or client testimonials or whatever. And then at the end, you can make that offer to a group of people at one time and bring in a bunch of sales at one time. That's why webinars are huge, depending on the type of business you have. It's not for everybody, it depends on the type of business you have. But let's just talk about a webinar funnel very quickly. Same thing, webinar landing page on the top. Okay, what is going to be the topic of your particular webinar? What are you going to cover? What are going to be the 3 things that they're going to discover by registering for your particular webinar? Okay, they have to give you their name and email to register for the webinar. Okay, so now you're capturing their information again. They go to a thank you page. You congratulate them on getting registered for the webinar. Okay, webinars, you can host webinars on GoToWebinar, Zoom, okay, these different platforms, right? So they go to your thank you page, you congratulate them on registering for the webinar, letting them know, like, seriously why they want to show up to the webinar. They want to be on time. They want to set a reminder that the webinar is coming up. You know, they want to hop on early. They can share it with other people. All that type of stuff. Anything they're going to get out of the webinar, you want to share on a thank you page and keep that excitement flowing. Now, another thing you can do on the thank you page of a webinar funnel is you also can offer them some type of additional training. Okay, some type of additional training that will prep them for what you're going to cover in the webinar. So what happens is, on that thank you page, under your thank you video, you can have a button for them to click to go over to a training page where you have some type of training. It's just prepping them for what they are going to learn on the webinar, right? Now, what you can do at the end of that training is you can go ahead and offer them your product that you're going to be selling on the webinar. You literally can sell your product before the webinar. Okay, you can go and offer them the product after the training. They can go and purchase it. Okay? Or if you're an affiliate of different products that they may need that will coincide with the product that you're going to offer on the webinar, you can offer that product after the training. Okay? And what this does is, if you're using paid ads to get people to register for the webinar, now you're literally getting people to register for your webinar literally for free. Your advertisement is paying for itself because people are purchasing a particular product before the webinar even starts. Okay, so now you're offsetting your advertising costs being using paid ads to get people on. Okay? So they purchase the product, they land on the purchase page to purchase the product, and after they purchase the product, they land on the confirmation page. After that, you need to have emails going out reminding them that the webinar is coming up for that particular day, all the way up until the day of the webinar. And on the day of the webinar, you need to have at least 3 emails go out, reminding them to hop on. Okay? That's how a webinar funnel works. Any questions, you all? This is why I love funnels, okay? A little bit more than just having a website. We have both. But like I say, in terms of making money online, we started with a funnel. We got websites later. Okay, you can make a whole lot of money, impact a lot of people with your private service with just a funnel before even having a full-fledged website. But if you have both, great. Okay? Any questions? Y'all got value? Show some love. Ones. Feel free to share your biggest takeaways. You learned anything, feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel can benefit from this information. I know I gave a lot. Right? I gave a lot. I know I gave a lot.
No questions so far.
And in terms of a funnel, this is the bonus. You may say, okay, I have this funnel. How do I get traffic? Okay? Because you want to write this down. AIDA. If you master this, you'll understand funnels to its core. Attention, interest, desire, action. Attention, interest, desire, action. How do you get attention? You have to run ads. That's how you get attention. That's how you raise awareness. You run ads. You can use Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. Okay? How do you draw interest? Okay? Same thing. Attention, okay, the interest is on the landing page. When they land on the landing page, that's interest. Whatever your offer is, whether that's a discount on your particular service, that may be the case for the DJ, right? Or we may come up with something else. Some type of coupon code, some type of special for the DJ that was on here, right? Robert, if he's still on here, okay? But basically, the interest is on the landing page. Once they opt in with their name and email to take advantage of what you're offering, that's where you create the desire, okay? Whether that's through a value video, okay, or what have you, right? Or them landing on the purchase page and seeing a bunch of testimonials and reviews, okay? Or them going through a webinar funnel and they landing on the thank you page and going over to that training page. You create that desire. And then the action, of course, is once they make the purchase, they convert from lead over to customer client. That's the action. So you have to master that funnel. But how you get traffic is through advertisement. You have to drive traffic to the sales funnel. A lot of people run ads and try to drive traffic straight to their website. But on their website, they have no way to generate leads, and it's so much information on the website, nobody's taking action when they land on the site, and they're not really making any sales and impacting any people and making any money. Okay, so that's why I say I always favor, we'll definitely start it off over here and adding this as you go along. Starting off over here at the funnel, add the website as you go along. All right? So I hope y'all got value out of that. We got ready to go knock out this strategy session 1 p.m. If you got value, once again, we have a link up in the description, geraldbass.com/getmoresales. Okay, if you're serious in 2020 about really ramping things up, let me tell you something. I'm for the business owner who know they have something valuable to offer. They know they're good at what they do. They know their product and service definitely can impact people all over this globe. But right now, they're not getting the exposure. Right? You're not getting the exposure you need. You know that your product and service can blow up, but you're not getting the exposure. People may not be even supporting the particular product and service that you have as much right now. Right? I'm for that particular business owner. Okay? You know that you can impact people if you was to get your product and service in front of more people. You can serve more people if they was to purchase it. And then, of course, change your lifestyle as well. Because by how many people you impact is correlated with your income. I'm for that person. And if that's you, click the link up in the description and take a look at that training. Take a look at it. We're talking about how to how to grow your social following over on Instagram. The importance of having a following over there. We're not just talking about funnels. We're not just talking about paid ads. We're also talking about the importance of growth of your accounts online. Okay? We're talking about as well how to use these different lead generation systems to ramp up your lead generation, customer, and client acquisition. I'm going more detailed on the training, showing you examples, actual visual examples. I know a lot of people are visual learners. So I show you the actual visual examples of actual landing pages for us and our clients that we've used that have converted online. And then we talk about paid advertisement as well, Facebook and Instagram ads. That's our specialization. We talk about that. We show you the results, everything. And then at the end of it, if you see it as something that you potentially may want to work with us on, not saying we work with every single person that we talk to, it depends on if it's a fit. But then you schedule a call and fill out a short survey, and we just have a discussion. It is not a hard sales conversation. We get on a call just to identify where you are, where you're looking to go, come up with a framework that can potentially work for your business. Then we work with each other. And then from there, if it's a fit, we'll talk about working with each other. If not, that's cool. No pressure. Okay? So the link is up in the description. Like I said, feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel could benefit. And like I said, this year we on the mission to help a lot of people right now in businesses who what we consider, they may think that they're considered underdogs, right? They could really be on top just if they was getting more exposure, if they had the right mentorship, the right guidance, the right systems, the right processes, the right advertisement campaigns to really take things to a whole nother level and do what you was put here to do, impact the world. So with that said, this is Gerald Bass, creative founder of the Rise of the 1%. Have a phenomenal Friday and weekend on purpose. Have a great one.